Hey everybody, I'm APH. Welcome back to the City of Destiny and Kingdoms Reborn. 720 people we're up to. 720 colonists. We have made it a long way, and we have a long way yet to go. And you can see roads now span the majority of our empire. I gotta say, this is actually pretty epic. So just to kind of recap, the last episode, we got our industrial zone down, and I gotta say, it is looking kind of majestic. Let's go ahead and upgrade the actual steelwork town and the actual advanced machinery as well. We can, flat out and simple. We might as well. Let's drop a couple sustainability books in there just to make that nice and cheap. We don't have room for the immigrants, so we're gonna go ahead and, oh man, yeah, we won't take them. Part of me says we should. Taking a quick recap over our striving metropolitan area. First things first, we haven't upgraded our town hall. And that brings us officially into the next era. Gives us 10% to industrial production. Huge, huge, absolutely huge. Cannot underestimate that. All of our houses, I believe, all 104 of them are all level 7. We're just about to finish electricity, which will lead us to the printing press. The last episode, I saw in the actual editing that I said high fashion, but it's going to lead us to the printing press. And then we're going to go back into the upgrade tree, pick up high fashion, so that we can go the other route to come over here and get the cotton mill. Some things in this gameplay are absolutely kind of a moot thing, as jewelry and clockmaking just won't be a thing. But things like the exhibition hall, petroleum, maybe. We might have petroleum in our area. And economic theories, an extra 20% income from our houses might be nice. Just kind of a recap of our actual town. We've got a nice river village up here with trees in between. It actually looks like a proper town. We've got our industrial cove back where we were at yesterday. Yeah, we've got our little industrial cove here. We've got a little farming village up here with some pigs and some other things. And then we've got, just a little bit of a farming village here. We've got kind of an industrial zone in here. Kind of in this area, we've got a major city center as we kind of come into a nice little area where we're doing our fruit gathering. And again, just little riverside. We might do some more riverside houses kind of through this episode. As we come over to this side and we start with the rest of our expansion in the last episode, where we placed in our actual scholar's offices to try to get our books going a little bit quicker. So that we could produce a few more actual motivation and sustainability books. So that brings us kind of up to speed as we kind of go into, the rest of our town. We kind of have a little bit more of a major area here, and again, into a little bit of a farming around the mountain and back up to that river where we have a property. And I almost think it's time to move across the river. So let's plan a couple of bridges. I don't think that we want to do this episode. But if we could plan a couple of bridges now, maybe one here. Maybe in the next episode we can move into this area with some farming and some bakeries and some other nice things. Now for technology that finishes electricity, which is pretty big, leads us to the printing press. Might be done this episode. That's a lot of research. And a coal power plant. We will take it. We've got some coal where our limit of coal is actually kind of low, which is why you're not seeing a whole lot. And most of our coal production is kind of focused on this side. And perhaps it does make sense for us to go ahead and place our coal like right in this area with our actual industrial zone. That way we can actually power these up. Now let's go ahead and place that right there. We'll let that naturally build as that doesn't require as much resources as some of the other things. what I kind of mentioned in the last episode is we've got a road right here and we've got a road right here. This, we have our fruit gatherers there, so I don't want to encroach too far over. We've got our fruit gatherers here, so I don't want to encroach too far over on there. Looking at our fertility, we've got a huge section right here. And we've already started placing in some houses in this area. Let's place a pig in here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and place it this way. That way it kind of keeps it on the edge of that fertile zone. And we can see where any of the light area is where the oranges are. Any of the dark areas where the papayas are. Alright, got our wild card. We're good there. I saw a comment on the forums today that the card system becomes obsolete once you have scholars' offices. I kind of agree. You can play that way. Alright, let's take a look at the housing situation. Yeah, let's place a couple of houses in this area where it's nice and high actual appeal. Let's plan on one that way. A little bit lower than what I like. I did finish the garden in between, and what we might start doing is areas that are looking real light, like this, we might start placing gardens just to up it a little bit. As well as just bump up our actual housing. See if we can get our housing happiness just over 100. That's a bummer that I can't fit it in there, but I can place a garden right here. See if that presses it up a little bit higher. And could probably place one in here. Yeah, that's probably what we should do, is try to get one garden for every single major housing area. Yeah, we'll place one in there. Oh, that's the perfect spot. Again, really good spot right there. Be better if I could place it over there, but there's not enough room. And we'll place one here, yeah. Yeah, might as well give this solo house a little bit of a happy zone. Gives me vibes of Bob Ross there. Happy clouds. And we'll place one there, see if we can keep curving some of this appeal as some of this industrial areas really starting to bog down our style. Yeah, we'll go one right there. And one there. Now, we should probably place one here and one on this side over here. You know what? I want a house over here. Let's do that instead. We'll place a house with a walkway back to the mountain. Alright, let's get this oriented correctly, and then we'll go ahead and place another garden. Should place one by the tunnel. Let's place one here, because it will be right on the edge. Let's place one by the tunnel. So they're taking a scenic walk through the woods. They get a garden right before, a place to sit. We should place one in here. Yeah, let's place one right there so we can place a walkway this way. Now, this area doesn't actually affect any houses, but this one does. Yeah, we'll go right there. Does this house get its own? Yeah, this house will get its own garden, and we'll come back and revisit this, because we might have to remove that road. Now, in here. Yeah, we've got a spot there, and let's go ahead and place a road right here. That looks good. So when I started my YouTube adventure, roughly 60 days ago, it's been about 2 months, I would have never thought that I would be creating a village that actually looked like a proper village. This wouldn't have been my playstyle 60 days ago. Let's place one right here. I think that looks nice, and we'll go one right in here. That should do for now. Alright. Wow, look at all that wood as they're clearing down that area. Just shred that. Go to town, boys. Absolutely. Just wreck that forest. Oh, look at that. Just tearing it up. They've brought in... we were right at the consumption mark for wood to consumption, which was right around the actual 3,000 mark when we started. And they ripped through 3,000 wood setting this up. That is absolutely crazy. Let's bring our trees back. We're going to lead to the next major ice age. Alright, now I think I have a solution for leather. And I don't know how quickly I'm going to be able to get to it, but it's going to take making the tailors as inefficient as possible. I know that's hard to believe, but if we start a tailor, see how many, now that we're early spring, we have oh my god, we've got 198 unemployed people. I almost said unemployed beavers. God, I've been playing too much Timberborn. Alright. So, if we do something, let's put in some actual stone roads. And let's place down a tailor, and I kind of want to... Let's look through the cards and see if we get one. Tailor right off the bat. That's exactly what we're looking for. Nothing in here worthwhile. We'll always take a pig. Absolutely. Nothing too hot in there. Nothing really concerning in there. We could probably use another theater. And nothing too hot in there. Alright. So here's what I'm thinking. Fully upgraded. These are producing with motivation books. 91 close. Drop them out. The same 64 is now producing 70. If we start with a fresh tailor, as horrible as this may be, let's go ahead and quick build it. They're turning 45 into 24. It's going to be horrible, but at least this is not very efficient. So what we don't want is, we don't want the production, and we don't want, that's also production. Okay. I thought one of these was reduction. So the big question is, so if we look at this, fully upgraded, it's at 64 to 70. If we upgrade this, okay, we're at 76 to 43. What does the budget do to it? I don't think we want to bump the budget. Yeah. So as hard as this is going to be for me, I think my best bet is it's time to delete these out and rebuild these without doing any other upgrades. Other than just bringing them up to that actual age. Alright, how are we doing over here? Just need bricks. Let's go ahead and quick build it so that we can get the actual electricity going, since we just upgraded those tailors right to electricity. That is so hard for me to not do the upgrades on these. Alright, let's build that one. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I can't do the budget. I have to do the actual... What does the work hours do? You know what, I guess we could do this. To get our happiness, we can go up with the the happiness, and then down with the work hours. Because what is its flatline? 43. We boost this up, it's 49. 43. Okay. And we get an exorbitant amount of job happiness. Let's do that for all of them. Alright, that should switch all of them. We have now created the least efficient way of producing clothes that we can. Now I'm hoping, as we're going through 600 per year, this should, in theory, double or maybe even triple the amount of leather we go through in the effort to try to go through as much leather as we're producing without trade. I did set some limits on the actual wheat flour. I realized that that was an issue between episodes, and we're ready for Happy Bread Day. So let's take a hot minute just to switch over to a Happy Bread Day. That's a weird bug. And from there, so Castle only grants 15% influence, which isn't too impressive. And back over here, the next one over here would be the exhibition hall. Let's continue on with our printing press. And I think the next one after that's the Grand Palace, which gives appeal, which we're going to want. And we're ready for melons, which is also good. Melons. We have enough to get melons. No, we'll leave melons for the next episode. To refuse that, let's get to our town hall and let's place that in there. So our housing, we took our housing from 99% up to 109. And Happy Bread Day should bring our food up to what I'm hoping would be somewhere around 120, 130. So we're good there. We've got one more spot. And our taxes are good right now. What does low tax do? Yeah, let's do low tax. See if we can get this happiness, as we're not producing enough luxury yet. As we don't have all of the needed things for level 8 houses. I don't know that we can get that up to 120, but maybe we can get it up to like 112, 113 this episode. Maybe. Should get let's upgrade these as far as we can. Might as well keep that moving, and we should do some coal in here. Now, what I wish we could do is allow some houses to burn coal and some houses not. So let's get that coal burner. Let's get that theater that we can't get yet. Sell the magic mushroom, as I think they're maintaining. Yeah, they're maintaining. It's actually, yeah, let's place the coal first. We'll place it over here by the actual road. Get a warehouse over here with it. Something about like that. All right, let's place some stone roads, kind of start to make this look like a community. There we go. Now for magic mushrooms. Might as well go right there. Should probably place a forester in here. Might be a really wise decision. Let's get that theater. And where we want to go with this is, let's plan. Let's do right there. And just a little bit of a quick road. Let's go ahead and build those. And we're midwinter. Hopefully we don't have more people designated to build these than what the actual farmers. We're up to room for for up to 750, so we're kind of in that process. Let's push a little bit closer to this river. Now we should have some nice fertile area down here. Here's what we need down here. We need an aqueduct. So let's see if we can find one in the cards real quick. How's our wine look? Low. Let's grab that. Nothing too useful in there. There's our irrigation reservoir, not our aqueduct, our irrigation reservoir. Let's grab that. So, it's to be built near the water. This looks like it's in range of that road. So let's go ahead and bring this road down. We'll build that. Now, that should make all of this fertile. What is this? Halves the upkeep of it if adjacent to a windmill. Well, that's new. So I saw a comment today on the Discord saying that they are getting ready for the actual patch, and I did see a minor content come along, so I don't know that I've seen this before. Well, we can place a windmill over here. And what I'm not seeing is, let's try refreshing the fertility. There we go. So, how close do we need a windmill? We don't have a windmill in there, but we have a forester. And we should probably place it in yonder. And this one's going to have to be on any trees. All right, let's accept those immigrants as we're close to the actual population cap there. We'll take that motivation. All right, let's quick build that, and let's go ahead and upgrade that all the way. Those are up 2 motivation books in there, brings it up to 327%. It's pretty solid. All right, let's get a little bit more of a road in here. Let's quick build that, and let's plan on some farms down in here. We're probably going to fill this area up as full as we can get it, since it's going to be nice and fertile. Let's try that again. Wanted the same size, that 6x10. 91% is close enough. We'll leave a walkway there. We'll go, 6x10 this way. Not quite where I wanted it. Maybe we should place our roads first. Go a road this way, a road this way. Now, roads don't necessarily matter because they'll walk across the fields, but I think it kind of gives them some definition. Yeah, something like that. Oh man, dynamic farm, so I could have a farm right up against that shore would be amazing. So what can I do in here? If I leave a space for the road, place an 8x6, 9x5. I think an 8x6 is going to be the largest I'm going to get in here. All right, let's build that. See if we get a granary or an actual windmill. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get lucky with either one of them. We have the solution. So let's get our windmill here. And we'll get our granary in here. All right, let's go ahead and build those. It looks like these are pretty well cleared. So any of them that are cleared, let's go ahead and just build. So I want them to harvest the trees first. And I think we should plant some houses in here. Yeah, just clearing out my actual trees there so I can see. We'll go this way so we have a walkway up to the actual water. We'll stay with it being kind of that same level. And again, we're going to switch it so it's heading to the water, and this one, we'll go ahead and back it right up. There we go. Just close this in with a little bit of road. I think this is missing something. Let's get a market in here. Nothing in the cards. Let's pass on that. Again, nothing. Let's take that reroll. Don't want any more cattle. Let's take a tavern just for aesthetics. I think the theater over here is close enough. Let's go ahead and build it just so it's done, because the next theater is over here. Let's build the tavern. Let's go on this side. Let's leave a roadway right there. And let's grab that market next. Perfect. Yeah, this is going to look nice when it finishes. Let's power build the roads. And we'll let the area kind of build itself. Now we're going to want melons over here. Part of me wants to just switch off the printing press, but I want that to finish. I want that to be in the next episode, and with that much technology, it's going to take a little bit. Can we get a library in here? Let's refuse that. Oh, so close. Could place one here and it would cover that area. We could place one in here and this would cover quite a bit. So we're just shy of 10K right now. What does building this do? So do we have any other big pockets? We've got a decent pocket in here that's missing. A little bit of a pocket there. And we've got a big pocket here. All right, let's see if we can get a library in here. Man, this is going to be a little tighter than what I like. We'll go right there. I think that's going to cover enough. Now, that area actually looks pretty solid. This, we've got a couple houses. Again, a couple houses. We've got a couple there. I think we need a library over here. Can we place one here? We cannot. It's a bummer. I think we're going to have to go with this. I think this is the closest we're going to get. Yeah, let's place it right on that corner. Good. That's starting to happen. I think our power's setting okay. Let's see if our leather's starting to actually decline. Looks like we're getting closer to our consumption. Now, did we go down any? So we might have our solution here. As awkward as that is for me, I think we might have our solution. Blueberries are in good shape. Pumpkins are in good shape. I gotta say, like, everything here is in really good shape. We're in really solid condition for expanding. Now, with these houses, it looks like they're starting to build. Let's go ahead and speed them up just a little bit. I think we're going to be... Our population, we had kind of a little bit of a dip there, and I think that had to do with occasionally if we get too far, it's about 1/3 of the adults need to be kids. So if we get too far one way or the other, we get kind of a dip, and it looks like we had that dip. So we should recover, and then what I'm thinking in the next episode, I think we are going to pass the 800 mark is what I'm thinking. I'd like to thank you guys for joining. It's been an amazing adventure so far, and we have taken some huge strides on getting our way to 2,000 people with this village, as we have We have just absolutely set our path here. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next episode.